Come sit with me and let's visit. I know a couple of weeks ago I talked about how group travel has always been something that I've done. Even as a little girl, we would go on group trips with all my dad's brothers and sisters that could join us and his cousins. Anyway, so we would do that during the summer for 2 and 3 weeks at a time. We would go camping all over the United States. So that was lots of fun. So this is 1998 at Breckenridge. Stephanie started skiing when she was almost 4. So that would have been around 1991. And this is my mom and dad's 50th anniversary. This was our first cruise, not my mom and dad's, but mine and Lloyd's first cruise. And we flew to Puerto Rico. And this was above on board a carnival ship. So my mom and dad are going to celebrate their 65th anniversary in August of this year. So this was 15 years ago. This is Paul and Natalie. We used to always go, we either go skiing for spring break or we'd go to Disney World. This was the 25th anniversary of Disney World. This picture was a cruise that we all took, the family took out of Orlando. This was for Lloyd and I's 35th anniversary. So, and everybody, there's another picture with all the family that got to go with us. So, this is a Disney World trip when Stephanie and Megan turned 21. So, anyway, and she's 38. So, that's been a little while ago. This was our first Princess cruise with Timothy and Casey and the Hamlets, and Mary and Stacy weren't at dinner with us that night, but they were with us on this one. This was August, probably, I don't know, it was before COVID. Mary will remember the year. This is one of our girls' trip to Cancun. I don't remember the year. Rita said, this is Kim in the middle. Rita's my sister on the left, and there's Kim. Anyway, Rita said that Kim and I had too much tequila, which I don't believe that. But, I should believe it because tequila and I have really never been friends. And this was probably, Stephanie was around a sophomore here, and this is one of our group camping trips we would take to New Braunfels every year. And Stephanie was probably a sophomore here. Now, those were always so much fun, and our group grew throughout the years. This is again where I was talking about, we all went on a cruise for our 35th anniversary and at Orlando, and here we are. These are some old pictures. Natalie put this board together for us for our 25th anniversary. But there's some cool pictures on here. This was that 25th anniversary of Disney World. And that right there is Disney. You love it, but you are exhausted. That's a funny picture. We look horrible, by the way. And this was one of our group trips to Moon Palace. And this is old because this is when the airline actually had seats that were comfortable. Look at those. Wouldn't that be awesome to be able to sit in those now? Anyway, so this was probably around 94, maybe. I don't know. Natalie does way better with years than I do, but I know this was a while ago. This was one of the Moon Palace trips as well. This probably is that one, the same as when we left for this. But this is our first trip to Moon Palace. And we would go with Natalie and Paula and some people that Lloyd worked with. JJ always went with us. Gosh, I miss him. Anyway, this was probably in the early 90s as well. And there's Natalie taking pictures of Lloyd and I. Or I was taking a picture of her, taking a picture of us. Anyway, that was fun. Again, this is Moon Palace. And there's our wedding picture, June 23rd, 1984. This is an old picture. This would have been in the early 90s. Again at New Braunfels with the racing crew. This is, Advanced Tire. That was when they would always go. And this was a group picture when we all went to Playa del Carmen. There was a big group of us there. Again, probably the racing crew. And the Fax was having a promotion for where everybody was traveling anyway. So that was a fun trip. This would have been, shoot, Lloyd quit racing. I don't know. It was in the 90s sometime. And this is at Chuck and Beverly's house many years ago. There's Tiffany. This is on that same trip that we all took to Playa del Carmen. I don't know where we were here, but Lloyd was being silly. And this was also a long time ago. This had to have been around 99, 2000, because I cut all my hair off when I had my first back surgery. And I had my first back surgery in 99. And this has to be at Chuck and Beverly's as well, just another view. This is one of our ski pictures. I don't remember what year this was. And this, Natalie, she did that. This is a ski trip. Again, this is when you're exhausted. You don't even know people taking pictures of you. And here's Lloyd and I. This was probably around, this is JJ's birthday. We all went out and JJ turned for his 50th birthday probably. Anyway. I know, I have more. Hang on.